Hey guys, let us chit chat a little bit. I made some tea. It looks amazing. I haven't tasted it yet, but I know it is amazing tasting too because I love tea. All right, look at this. Ooh, look at that beautiful color. Just take a look at it. All right, so what's in here? It is ginger, of course. I put a little piece of turmeric, hence the color. I put a couple slices of lemon, and I put a moringa tea bag. This is what I sweeten with. Stevia. Yep. So whenever I am on a weight loss journey like this, a very strict one, I'm not hungry because, as I've told you many times, the Omni Drops curbs the appetite. But if I feel like I want something in my stomach, my tea, some hot tea is going to be my go-to. I love tea, hot tea. Ooh, so good, so good, so good. I'm going to be posting this in my Becoming 50 playlist. So what I want to talk about tonight is my memoir. I have toyed with the idea of writing a memoir for a while, but I wasn't inspired. Inspiration hit me yesterday, like bam! And I got up, I wrote my prologue, and I wrote chapter 1, and I started chapter 2. In fact, let me see if I can quickly pull it up on my iPad. I've been very reflective as I'm counting down to 50. February 1, 2027. Half a century. I don't even feel like it. And if you ask me, I don't look like it. I don't care what you say or anybody else. Yeah, so I've been very reflective, like I was saying. I've just been thinking about a whole lot of things and just looking back at what I've learned, challenges I've faced, losses, grief. Like I was just talking to Abby just now, my daughter, and I was saying to her, Abby, sometimes I just feel like Dada is in the Bahamas, and that's why I haven't seen him yet. He's in the Bahamas. I just cannot believe that my dad is gone. You know, I'm telling you, my. Anyway, I found it. All right, so I'm going to read a little bit of it for you. Of course, writing is a process, and so a lot of this is subject to change. So chapter 1, the title. Let me tell you what the title is more than likely going to be: Becoming 50, a memoir of faith, loss, and learning to breathe. Okay, all right. And chapter 1, I'm not going to read the prologue yet because I just really put a lot of points together. I haven't really properly fleshed that out as yet. But chapter 1 is really on its way. Chapter 1 is going to be entitled Jamaica Land We Love. Each time I returned to my childhood home, it seemed smaller than I remembered. As a child, the 3-bedroom concrete house with its grilled veranda, perched on a hill in Glengulf, St. Catherine, felt spacious and secure. I never saw it as a humble beginning. To my young mind, we had everything we needed, and our home felt rich with the things that mattered most. We were comfortable, and we had each other. I grew up in the lush rural hills of Glengulf, St. Catherine, surrounded by rolling greenery, fertile land, and a close-knit community where everyone knew everyone else. Ours was an extended family. The household consisted of my 3 brothers, my younger sister, my 2 nephews, and both my parents. My older sister lived in a neighboring community, and I had 4 other brothers, my father's first children, living in America. Glengulf was a farming district, much like many other rural communities across Jamaica. Life revolved around the land and we enjoyed its abundance. We spent our days climbing trees and eating guineps, star apples, mangoes, sugarcane, and whatever fruits were in season. Looking back, I realized how blessed we were to have such riches growing all around us. For some reason, I never learned to swim, but a nearby river was one of our favorite places. Stories circulated among the children that long-haired mermaids lived in its depths. Whether we believe the tales or not, they added a sense of mystery and excitement to our adventures. We would gather along the riverbanks, half hoping and half fearing that one day we might catch a glimpse of one. Those were the days when it was common to walk to the local shop and buy a big gill or half pint of cooking oil, a pound of flour, or 2 pounds of chicken back. Meals were built around simple but hearty staples such as boiled green bananas, dasheen, and various kinds of yam. My favorite was always yellow yam. The aromas of Jamaica's world-renowned cuisine often drifted through our home and across the hillside. Wednesdays were for stewed peas served with white rice or ground provision. Saturdays brought chicken foot soup or peas soup with pig's tail. Sundays were especially memorable. Before we left for church, my mother would already be busy preparing a feast of rice and peas, fried chicken, and cabbage salad. By the time we returned home, the meal would be waiting for us. To this day, I have never met anyone who could cook better than my mama, Elaine Williams. I doubt I ever will. Admittedly, I may be a little biased. As a child, I did not always recognize the lessons unfolding around me. It would take years for me to fully appreciate the sacrifices my parents made and the example they set. Yet, without realizing it, I was learning some of life's most important lessons from them: hard work, perseverance, faith, and the determination to keep moving forward no matter the circumstances. I'm going to stop right there. But yeah, I'm excited, super excited. So when I'm inspired like this, I write, and I may actually be able to publish this by the time my birthday comes along, Lord willing. And we say Lord willing because we have to understand that we are not in charge of our own lives. We might think we are, but we're really not. And so you will hear me say that a lot, Lord willing, or if the Lord says the same, as one of my friends would say it that way, same thing, if the Lord says the same, so I'm excited about that. So I don't want to say much more, but it's a memoir, so obviously it's going to touch on a lot of my life, my experiences, and how all of those experiences shaped who I am today, shaped the values that I hold most dear, what I've learned, struggles, strengths. I'm excited about it, very excited. So I have put everything else aside as far as my books, because I have several books that I'm working on. I have an anthology, a poetry collection that I'm working on, a collection of short stories, but if I'm not inspired, I'm not even going to start writing. But when this hit me yesterday and I got the title and everything in my head, I just got to writing and I didn't stop. So I have the prologue, like I said. I need to revisit. And I keep revisiting, of course. It's a process. I keep revisiting the whole time. But chapter 1, that's what I shared. That is a large part of chapter 1, just my beginning in Jamaica. I'm also excited about this playlist just in general, and some of the topics that I'm going to be touching on. I'm going to be talking about things that I've learned, because I've learned a lot. Things that I have learned leading up to these 50 years. What are some of the lessons I've learned? What are some of the changes in perspective that I've had to make? You know, things like that. I'm excited. Well, that series, Magnolias Something, is on, and I'm going to go and check that out, season 5. Don't you just love these curls? Oh, I do. Yeah, love these curls, especially since I'm not trying to do a retwist just yet. I'm loving these. Yeah, so now I know I just need to, because I don't want them much tighter than this, and they were tighter, but I just messed with it a little bit to make it what I want. So I probably wouldn't keep it in for, at first I thought I would need to keep it in for quite a bit, like several days. I wouldn't really need to. This is quite fine, and this was just overnight. Anyhow, if you have not yet subscribed, would you please go ahead, subscribe, hit that all button, and don't be selfish. There's gonna be lots and lots more to come. Watch the old videos, share with somebody, please, like, comment, let's interact, and God bless you.